It's the drama no one saw coming, but everyone is talking about. The once unshakable friendship between Tai and Evelyn has officially exploded, and what's brewing behind the scenes is messier than anyone imagined. Rumors of jealousy, betrayal, and a shocking love triangle have turned their private feud into public chaos, and the internet can't get enough. It all started with whispers that Evelyn had been getting a little too close to someone Tai was seeing, a mystery man whose name fans are desperate to uncover. What began as subtle shade on social media quickly spiraled into a full-blown war, with cryptic posts, deleted stories, and even live call-outs that left followers stunned. "You know exactly what you did," Tai fired off in one viral post, while Evelyn clapped back with, "Don't play the victim when you started the game." Now, the entire BBWLA world is divided. Friend groups are picking sides, producers are scrambling to control the narrative, and fans are digging for receipts that could blow everything wide open. Because when friendship turns into rivalry and love gets tangled in the mix, nothing stays secret for long. This is where the real story begins. It all began with an innocent night out, or at least that's what everyone thought. Tai, Evelyn, and the rest of the Basketball Wives LA crew were celebrating the launch of a new skincare line in downtown Los Angeles. Cameras were rolling, champagne was flowing, and everything looked picture perfect. But beneath the glitter and good vibes, tension simmered. There was something off between Tai and Evelyn. Small looks, forced smiles, and a kind of energy that everyone could feel, but no one dared to address. According to insiders, things started to unravel after a certain man entered the scene, a tall, charming entrepreneur who had recently been spotted at multiple events with both women. His name wasn't immediately revealed, but fans began piecing things together after Evelyn posted a photo captioned, "Some people don't realize what they have until it's gone." Tai, just hours later, uploaded a cryptic story. "Imagine smiling in my face while texting my man." That was it. The internet exploded. Within hours, fan pages began posting side-by-side comparisons, digging through old clips, and speculating that Evelyn had crossed the line with someone close to Tai. Hashtags like "Your Tai vs Evelyn" and "Love Triangle Drama" started trending across platforms. But what fans didn't know was that the drama wasn't just social. Media deep. It had been bubbling behind the scenes for months. Sources close to production revealed that Evelyn had been feeling iced out by Tai since the start of filming season 12. Tai had quickly become a fan, favorite, bold, outspoken, and unafraid to call people out. Evelyn, a franchise veteran, reportedly felt sidelined. What started as subtle competition turned personal when Tai began dating a man Evelyn had once been linked to off-camera. Evelyn felt like Tai was trying to take her shine, and her man, one insider spilled. She thought Tai was doing it for attention, to secure her spot on the show. But Tai's version couldn't be more different. In a heated confessional that never made it to air, Tai allegedly broke down, claiming she had no idea Evelyn had any past connection with him. "She never mentioned him once," Tai said tearfully. "And now she's trying to make me look like the villain. That's not friendship, that's betrayal." Still, Evelyn wasn't backing down. When the two finally came face-to-face at a cast brunch, things took a turn no one could have predicted. Cameras caught Evelyn calmly sipping her mimosa before leaning in and saying, "You knew exactly what you were doing, Tai. Don't play dumb." The table went silent. Tai's eyes narrowed. "Are you serious right now? You've been acting like you own every man that breathes near you. Maybe check your insecurities before you come for me." "Girl, please," Evelyn shot back, rolling her eyes. "You don't even have to try that hard to be fake." Producers reportedly had to step in before the brunch turned physical. But by then, the damage was done. The clip leaked, a 15-second snippet that went viral within hours. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Evelyn calling Tai a snake, Tai throwing her napkin across the table, and both women storming off in opposite directions. The fallout was immediate. Other cast members began taking sides, and the tension spilled into group scenes that became almost impossible to film. Jackie tried to mediate, telling both women to be grown, but her words fell on deaf ears. Then came the twist no one expected. Leaked DMs allegedly between Evelyn and Tai's rumored boyfriend. Screenshots began circulating, showing flirty messages, late-night meetups, and a conversation that hinted at something more. While Evelyn never confirmed the messages were real, her silence only fueled the speculation. Fans were divided. Some defended Evelyn, saying the messages were likely fake or taken out of context. Others rallied behind Tai, calling her the realest one on the show and demanding Evelyn be held accountable. By mid-season, the feud had become the storyline. Every event, every confession, every social post seemed to circle back to the same explosive question. Did Evelyn betray Tai over a man? Tai addressed the rumors in a now-deleted Instagram Live, saying, "I've been quiet out of respect, but don't mistake my silence for weakness. Some people pretend to be loyal until the lights hit and the cameras roll. Then suddenly, they forget who had their back." Evelyn, meanwhile, posted a cryptic quote, "Real queens don't compete, they elevate." It was shade, pure and simple. As the feud reached new heights, producers reportedly scheduled a sit-down scene, an attempt to get both women to clear the air. But insiders say it didn't go as planned. The confrontation turned fiery, filled with accusations, receipts, and raw emotion. Evelyn walked off mid-scene while Tai broke down in tears, saying, "I just want the truth to come out." Little did she know, that truth was about to get a lot uglier than anyone expected, because what happened next, in the words of one crew member, made every other BBWLA feud look like child's play. The stage was set, the cameras were ready, and the love triangle that started with whispers was about to explode in front of millions. The question wasn't if Evelyn and Tai could make peace. It was whether either of them would survive the truth once it finally came out. The next week, production picked back up, but things were far from normal. The tension between Tai and Evelyn had reached a boiling point, and everyone on set could feel it. Even crew members whispered about the upcoming group trip the cast was supposed to take to Palm Springs. It was meant to be a relaxing getaway, a chance to reset the energy after weeks of conflict. But instead, it became the stage for one of the most shocking on-camera explosions in Basketball Wives LA history. From the moment Tai arrived at the villa, the atmosphere was thick. Evelyn had already been there, glass of rosé in hand, acting completely unbothered, her signature move whenever drama surrounded her. Jackie, who always fancied herself the peacemaker, tried to break the ice. "Ladies, we're here for healing and good vibes," she said with a nervous smile. "Let's leave the past in LA." Tai just smirked. "Some people live in the past," she muttered, tossing her luggage onto the couch. Evelyn's eyes flickered up. "And some people live for attention," she shot back. That one sentence cracked open the calm facade. Before long, the group dinner that night turned into a verbal showdown. Tai, clearly fed up, laid it all out. "You've been out here running your mouth like you're the victim, but you're the one who crossed me. You went behind my back with someone I was seeing, then had the nerve to act innocent." Evelyn's voice dropped, calm but venomous. "You really think every man who looks your way is yours? Please." Maybe he realized he wanted a grown woman instead of a project. Gasps filled the room. Brooke's fork literally clattered onto her plate. "That's low," Jackie murmured, glancing nervously at the cameras. "Low?" Tai barked. "No, Lo is lying to my face for weeks while pretending we were cool. Lo is smiling in my face while texting him, 'Good night.'" For a moment, the entire table fell silent. You could hear the tension in every breath. Then, in true BBWLA fashion, Evelyn clapped her hands and stood up. "You want to talk about texts? Let's talk about how you were running your mouth about me to half the cast, saying I was desperate for attention." "You tried to play me first." Tai shook her head, tears welling up, not from sadness but rage. "You've been doing this for years, Ev. You play victim, stir chaos, then walk away like your hands are clean. Not this time." At that point, producers had to intervene again. Evelyn stormed off to her room, slamming the door so hard the crew's boom mic rattled. Tai, left trembling, whispered to Jackie, "She thinks she can destroy me, but I've got proof." The word proof set everyone on edge. What proof? Over the next 2 days, rumors started circulating that Tai had screenshots, messages between Evelyn and the man in question that painted a very different picture from what Evelyn had claimed. According to one source, the messages weren't just flirtatious. They showed Evelyn actively pursuing him while he was still involved with Tai. When production asked Tai if she was willing to show them on camera, she hesitated. "I'm not here to humiliate anyone," she said. "But if she keeps lying, I'll have no choice. But if she keeps lying, I'll have no choice." When production asked Tai if she was willing to show them on camera, she hesitated. "I'm not here to humiliate anyone," she said. "But if she keeps lying, I'll have no choice." Meanwhile, Evelyn's camp was scrambling. She started filming her own confessional segments, claiming the screenshots were doctored and that Tai was just trying to create a storyline. "She's desperate for relevance," Evelyn told producers, eyes glistening. "I've been on this show for over a decade. I know how the game works. She's using me for clout." But then something unexpected happened. While the cast lounged by the pool one afternoon, production got word that the man at the center of the drama, the one both women were linked to, had agreed to speak on record. He wanted to clear the air. His name was Malik, a fitness entrepreneur who'd been quietly dating Tai for several months before the fallout. When Malik arrived at the villa for filming, the mood shifted instantly. Evelyn pretended to be unbothered, but her composure cracked the moment he walked in. Tai's face was unreadable. The producers asked everyone to stay calm and let Malik explain. He took a deep breath and began. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I met Tai first. We were getting serious. But then Evelyn and I started talking after a charity event. It wasn't supposed to go there, but it did." The room froze. Evelyn's jaw clenched. Tai's hand trembled. "So you admit it," Tai whispered. Malik sighed. "I'm not proud of it. I should have been honest with both of you. I messed up." Evelyn tried to interject. "It wasn't like that." But Malik cut her off. "Ev, come on. Don't act like it didn't happen." The air turned electric. Evelyn's face went red as she realized the cameras were capturing every second. Tai just stood there, staring at Malik in disbelief. "You both lied to me," she said softly. "And now you're trying to fix it because the cameras are rolling?" Evelyn tried to speak again, but Tai raised her hand. Don't." She walked off, tears streaming down her face, leaving everyone stunned. That moment, raw, real, and heart-wrenching, would become the clip that broke the internet. Fans flooded social media, calling out Evelyn for her betrayal and praising Tai for her strength. Hashtags like #TeamTai and Tai Evelyn exposed dominated timelines for days. But even as the truth began to surface, one thing became clear. This wasn't over. Evelyn wasn't the type to stay silent for long. She had her own story, and she was ready to flip the entire narrative. And as one producer put it, "If you thought this was the climax, just wait. The real explosion is still coming." The days following Malik's confession were pure chaos, on camera and off. Social media went into overdrive, with clips of Tai walking away from the confrontation racking up millions of views in hours. Fans hailed it as the realest moment in Basketball Wives history, while Evelyn's name was plastered across gossip blogs and fan accounts. Evelyn Exposed trended for 3 straight days, but if there's one thing everyone in reality TV knows, it's this: Evelyn Lozada doesn't go down without a fight. Just 48 hours later, Evelyn reemerged online with a calm, polished Instagram live that felt more like a press conference than a rant. Dressed in a sleek black top, her hair perfectly styled, she leaned into the camera and said, "Y'all are only getting half the story. I made mistakes, but I'm not the only one who's been lying." The internet froze, she continued, her tone steady but cutting. Tai wants to paint herself like some innocent victim, but she's been playing dirty for months. And since we're airing things out, maybe it's time I show receipts too. Fans flooded the comments with wide eyes and fire emojis. Evelyn wasn't backing down. She was going nuclear. Within minutes, Evelyn posted a series of screenshots allegedly showing that Tai had been messaging Malik again after their confrontation, even flirting with him despite publicly claiming she was done. The texts were dated just a week prior, with one message reading, "We can talk when cameras aren't around. You know I still care." The internet went wild. Some fans accused Evelyn of fabricating the messages, while others turned on Tai, calling her manipulative and calculating. The fandom split right down the middle. Tai didn't take long to respond. In a fiery Instagram story, she shot back, "I said I still cared about the person I thought he was. Don't twist my words for views. This woman is obsessed with trying to stay relevant." Then came the line that broke the internet. "You may be the OG, but I'm the truth." And the truth always wins. Back on set, the tension was unbearable. Jackie and Brooke tried to stay neutral, but it was impossible not to get dragged into the storm. Jackie called a group meeting at her house, hoping to mediate, again, but deep down, everyone knew this wasn't going to end peacefully. When Evelyn arrived, she barely greeted anyone. Tai walked in moments later, sunglasses on, face stone cold. Jackie began softly. "Ladies, can we just talk? Like real women? No cameras, no audience, just honesty." But before she could finish, Evelyn snapped. "Honesty? That's funny coming from someone who's been lying since day one." Tai's lips twitched. "You mean you, right?" "No, I mean you," Evelyn fired back. "You've been running your mouth to blogs, leaking fake stories to make yourself look good. You really think producers don't tell me what's going on?" Tai stood up. "You've been doing this reality TV thing too long, Evelyn. You can't tell the difference between a scene and real life anymore. You hurt people for clout and call it content." Evelyn laughed, a sharp, sarcastic sound. "Sweetheart, you signed up for Basketball Wives, not Bible study." The whole room gasped. Even Jackie looked lost for words. Okay, she said quickly, trying to calm the storm. "We are not doing this again." But Evelyn wasn't done. She turned to Tai with that signature stare. "You want to talk about betrayal? Let's talk about how you tried to hook up with one of my exes last year. You think I didn't know? I let it slide because I didn't care. But now you want to act like you're some saint? Girl, please." Tai's jaw dropped. "You're lying." "Oh, am I?" Evelyn shot back, pulling out her phone. "Because I've got pictures." The entire room fell silent. Brooke whispered, "This is insane." The photos Evelyn showed were grainy. A dinner, a bar, Tai sitting next to a man Evelyn had previously dated. Was it proof of anything romantic? Not really. But perception was everything, and Evelyn knew it. "That's low, Evelyn," Tai muttered. "You're weaponizing old photos to make yourself look right. You're reaching." "Reaching?" Evelyn said, stepping closer. "No, sweetheart. I'm reclaiming my power." For a moment, they were face to face, inches apart. The tension was electric. Jackie jumped between them, shouting, "Enough! Enough already. This is not worth it." The cameras stopped rolling for safety, but according to insiders, the yelling didn't. Evelyn reportedly stormed out again, throwing her phone on the driveway. Tai broke down in tears once she was gone, whispering to Jackie, "I'm so tired of her twisting everything. I didn't even do anything wrong." Jackie, ever the reality sage, sighed. "In this game, perception is reality, baby. You gotta decide what kind of truth you're willing to live with." The next morning, headlines exploded. Tai and Evelyn face off in explosive confrontation, receipts, lies, and betrayal. Clips from the night before leaked online, showing fragments of the chaos. Evelyn pointing, Tai crying, Jackie shouting. Fans were divided more than ever. Some called for Evelyn to apologize, others wanted Tai to leave the show. Even Malik posted a vague tweet. Sometimes silence says more than words ever could. But silence was the one thing no one in this triangle could keep. Because as producers hinted in teasers for the next episode, the biggest bombshell hadn't even dropped. Yet there was still one piece of evidence that could flip the entire narrative, like one secret that neither Tai nor Evelyn saw coming, and when it finally hit the public eye, it would change everything. When the dust finally settled, one thing was clear. This was a feud that would go down in Basketball Wives LA history. The Tai and Evelyn saga wasn't just another argument between castmates. It became a full-blown cultural moment, a battle of loyalty, pride, and truth that unfolded in front of millions. Fans were divided, friendships. The final episode ended with a moment that had everyone talking. Tai and Evelyn sat across from each other one last time during the reunion special. The energy in the room was thick, the silence deafening. Evelyn, with tears in her eyes, finally spoke first. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she said quietly. "I made bad choices, but I didn't deserve the hate that came with it." Tai took a deep breath, staring down before responding. "You hurt me, Evelyn. Not just as a friend, but as a woman. But I've learned that forgiveness isn't about letting someone else off the hook. It's about freeing yourself." The audience erupted in applause. Even the host looked stunned. It was a rare glimpse of raw emotion, the kind that reminded viewers that behind the drama and shade were real people with real pain. Evelyn nodded slowly, her voice trembling. "Then maybe this is our piece." But as soon as the cameras stopped rolling, whispers began again. Was the truce real? Or was it just another made-for-TV moment to calm the fire? Fans weren't convinced, and the reunion clip instantly went viral, sparking debates across social media. Some said Evelyn showed growth. Others argued Tai was too forgiving. But one thing everyone agreed on. This season had been one of the most explosive yet. And just when people thought the story had ended, a new twist emerged online. Anonymous screenshots suggesting someone else from the cast had been feeding gossip to the blogs. Could it be Jackie? Or someone closer than anyone realized? The internet is already buzzing, and fans are demanding answers. Because on Basketball Wives LA, there's no such thing as over. Every apology hides a new secret. Every truce masks another betrayal, and every season ends with more questions than it started with. What do you think really went down between Tai and Evelyn? Was Evelyn truly remorseful, or was that reunion moment all for the cameras? And do you think Tai forgave her too easily? Or was it the closure both women needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and we're reading everything. And if you live for the chaos, heartbreak, and raw emotion of Hollywood's most unpredictable reality stars, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more explosive breakdowns. New drama, fresh scandals, and untold stories are coming your way. Because when it comes to Basketball Wives LA, the tea never stops pouring.